What's up, Misfits? It's Misfit Rora here, back at it with another video. I haven't posted in like a week, a little over a week actually. It's been like a week and a half. I've had a lot going on, but we are back on that posting, and today we're at it with a banger. Today we are doing, well, it's not really a challenge. It's more a challenge for me because I am horrible. Not horrible. I'm decent at makeup on a good day. I'm okay at makeup. So I decided, why not try to recreate Jeffree Star's cremated look? Why not try? Okay, most of this is going to be from memory because I kind of can't look it up because I use my phone to film right now. So yeah, most of it's going to be from memory. If I have to, I'll use my friend's laptop and just look it up and really recreate it. But yeah, so we are going to get into this video. So first, I'm going to start with pulling my hair back so that way I don't have to like have makeup in my hair. Let's all just take a second to appreciate the faces I make when I pull up my hair. Let's also just take a second to appreciate the trash bag in the corner of my room. Like, what the heck, okay,
Pastora?
You couldn't move it before you started to film? Oh my god, what an amateur move.
Okay.
Back to the video, I guess. Woo, we got our little low ponytail going on here. I'm gonna put on my ears. They're a little dusty. Got a little bit of pet hair on them. I live with 5 dogs. What do you expect? Anyways, okay. So I'm going to start with the eyes first, I think. I mean, Jeffree doesn't have eyebrows, so I'm just going to have to make do with me having eyebrows. But, you know, what you gonna do?
I seriously wonder why my dogs always bark, like, right when I'm recording. Like, seriously, right now I'm editing, and they're not barking at all.
Callie.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
Callie. Do you mind looking up the cremated look for me?
They just know.
I can't look at it on my phone and record at the same time. Okay, so she decided to let me use her iPad as a reference point, so I pulled up his video. Okay, so first I'm gonna have to get to that like grayish looking complexion. I feel like that's like, I don't want to watch the whole video to see how she did it, and not to mention they use the actual cremated palette for most of it, so I'm just gonna wing it and do it on a budget, because that's how we do it here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this concealer that's somewhat my shade and I'm just gonna put it everywhere. I'm not a beauty guru, so I'm not gonna do it all artist like. You guys can just deal with it how I do.
I'm gonna even put it on my eyebrows because, as we know, Jeffree does not have eyebrows. So I don't think he has a nose piercing either. No, he doesn't. So I'm just gonna take this out for while I do this because I don't want to get makeup all over it. Put it on my table. We're gonna carry it down. Carry it down. Oh my god, hair. Hold it up to get out of the way, and it's still in the way. Okay, so while I do my makeup, I am going to tell you guys a story time to the best of my ability. And yes, I'm doing my makeup somewhat mostly in the camera. I do have my mirror right here, but that's only for like the eye look. And to make sure that everything is, you know, blended in and not bad looking, you know? Yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. And it's, I don't know, it's kind of good. I think it's kind of good. I don't know how y'all think, so let me know down in the comments if this is like the worst story ever or not. So I was like 10 years old at the time, okay? And I was living in Grants Pass. My mom at this time, she was really heavy into drugs. She's not anymore, but yeah, she was heavy into drugs. And at this time, she had a few friends that were also into drugs, obviously. And I'm gonna use this side of the mirror because the other day I got eyeliner all over my mirror. Not to mention, that's dirty as crap. Like, look at that. Hi, you can see me. Hello. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna use this side. So yeah, I'm 10 years old. We're living in Grants Pass. And it's like, I want to say like 3, 4 in the morning. Okay, so we're all sleeping, including, well, I don't know if my mom's sleeping, to be honest. But I know that me, my little sisters are sleeping, and all of a sudden, we hear a bang. Like a huge-ass bang on the front door. And we don't quite know at first what it is. I'm sleeping in the living room, so it's like, I'm right there. And yes, by the way, I know that this is really light, but we're trying to get to the somewhat, oh my gosh, I should have blended my neck first. I know that people are gonna come for me and be all like, that's not easy, beauty blender. I know, okay, but I'm trying to get this done somewhat quickly and not take 2 hours doing this. But anyways, we hear a bang at the door, and it is one of my mom's friends, and he is drunk and probably high on a bunch of drugs. So, because he did do drugs, but we knew he was drunk. So he pounds on the door, and then Kalia, my littlest sister, she is sleeping. She's like, I want to say only a few months old at this point. And she was sleeping in the bouncer. Because she likes sleeping in the bouncer. Like, she would fall asleep to me bouncing her because that's just what I like to do. And, so yeah, she was asleep in front of the TV in the bouncer, and he comes crashing through our front door. Okay? I scream, and that's how, like, my now ex-stepdad knew that, like, something was wrong, you know, because he heard me scream. And so this guy comes crashing into my house, and he lands somewhat on Kalia. Like, most of his leg is, like, on her, and he's mostly on the floor, though. But his, like, huge-ass leg is on this, like, 3, 4-month-old baby. So I'm screaming because that just scared the crud out of me. And my ex-stepdad now comes out and is like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Sees his friend laying on the ground and is like, why are you here? And his friend starts going off saying, oh, this is my house. I swear this is my house. This is my house. This is my house. It clearly was not. But yeah, he was swearing up and down that this was his house, and my stepdad told me to go in the room, in my room, and by the way, now I'm going to start adding the gray, so that way I can have a gray skin like he does. But he, and my ex-stepdad now, comes out, and is like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Sees his friend laying on the ground and is like, why are you here? And his friend starts going off saying, oh, this is my house. I swear this is my house. This is my house. This is my house. It clearly was not. But yeah, he was swearing up and down that this was his house, and my stepdad told me to go in the room, in my room, and by the way, now I'm going to start adding the gray, so that way I can have a gray skin like he does. But he takes this guy outside, okay? And literally starts beating the crud out of him. Like, literally starts kicking his butt, okay? And my mom, of course, doesn't call the police because, you know, they're doing drugs. So she just deals with it on her own. She still makes sure that Kalia's okay. Nothing hit her head or anything, you know, vital or anything. She's fine, clearly, because she's still alive today. But, yeah. My mom makes sure that we go in the room, and I look out my window because I am a curious person. And I don't really see much because it's at the end of the fight, and my stepdad basically just tells him leave. And if you ever come in my house again, especially like this, I'll probably kill you. I actually don't know if that's what he actually said. I couldn't hear, but yeah. It was not fun, and it was very, very scary. I was so terrified, and I know that I make it sound like right now, like, oh, it's no big deal, but it's because I've lived with crazy stuff like this my whole life, so it's like, what's new? And I know that I look insane right now, but like I said, I'm trying to get this gray face coming, and I'm working with this, so we'll try to do a bigger brush. My cat's whining. Okay. So yeah, that's the story of when a guy kind of broke into my house, drunk as heck, and thought it was his house, when it was not. We'll just use this brush. This brush is bigger, but it'll also help keep it actually packed and not, you know, I don't know. I don't think I'm actually gonna obviously be able to get it as tinted as Jeffree's skin, but we're gonna at least try to get it all even in one color. So don't make fun of me if I turn out looking like a clown, okay? We all know that Rora is not that great at makeup. I warned you in the beginning, okay? I'm trying. I'm not gonna do very good at covering up my eyebrows because, I mean, I have eyebrows, he doesn't. What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna shave off my eyebrows for a video, I'm sorry. I mean, I might in the future, like, let's be honest, I might in the future. But we're not pulling Jenna marbles today. So, first off, I want everybody to let me know down in the comments, how is everybody doing during these protesting and the post-quarantine days? How's everybody doing? I'm hearing that coronavirus, phase 2 is already in effect or whatever in some places. So yeah, not too excited about that because I'm hoping to be getting a real job here soon. But with all this stuff going around, it's hard. But yeah, so yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. I am doing the absolute best that I can. And, I mean, as you can tell, it's freaking 7 o'clock at night and I'm covering my face in gray eyeshadow. So, that's how my life's going at this point. So I'm going to tell another story. I'm going to start to finish my face while I think of a decent one because my brain is working a little bit slower while I do my makeup. So, and I mean, as you can tell, it's freaking 7 o'clock at night and I'm covering my face in gray eyeshadow. So that's how my life's going at this point. So I'm going to tell another story. I'm going to start to finish my face while I think of a decent one because my brain is working a little bit slower while I do my makeup. So, we are going to think of one and let you know. Editing me will be back, you know. You know what story I'll do. I will do this story. I know, I'm not much accomplished here, but it's because I figured it out real quick. I'm going to do the story of when a guy threatened to hit me in the middle of class. He really did. Like, he really did. I'm not going to name who the actual person is because that's kind of low. And he doesn't deserve the hate. okay? But I'm gonna tell the whole story on him because it's pretty, I'm sorry, it's pretty messed up. Like, pretty messed up. The story is very messed up. But yeah, while I'm trying to get this all one shade, I'm gonna tell you the story. So, this kid, we're gonna name him Henry. He had transferred from a different school because he was, honestly, like, this is the real reason why he was at our school, was because he was being investigated for like convincing somebody to kill themselves. Like, he was like, oh, you need to kill yourself, and somebody actually did it, and so they were investigating him and trying to, you know, like, not exactly like pin it on him, but figure out why or what was going on. I don't know what was going on, to be honest. I just know that that's the reason why he transferred schools. So yeah, he was already being investigated for bullying some kid to his death, basically, which is horrible because you should never do that to somebody. But in this case, he did. And so he was at our school. He was fairly popular, which I honestly don't understand why. It seems like the worst people sometimes are always like the most popular. I feel like I look like the Tin Man. Oh my gosh. I feel like I look like the Tin Man right now. Okay, but we're gonna keep going. We got this. I still got my neck to go down. But, yeah. Okay, so Henry transferred schools, came to our school, yada, yada, yada. Still being investigated. I honestly don't exactly know how me and him came to know each other. I just know that we were in a couple of the same classrooms. And oh wait, this is how we grew to know each other. It's because I was always, like, to myself in high school, and for this class, it was no different. I had my headphones in, I was doing my own thing, you just could hear my music outside of my headphones, which I know is, like, one of the most annoying things for some people. I get it, okay? But yeah, you could hear my music a little bit outside of my earphones, and he turns around, because he sits in front of me at this time, and is like, can you turn off your shitty pop music? And I was like, first of all, why are you being so rude? I mean, I didn't say that, but I was like, that's what I was thinking. I'm not a rude person, so I don't like to just come at somebody, you know, rude. Like, this was before, like, this was when I could still control my anger, okay? This was when I could still control the beast inside. But I looked at him and I was like, because he sits in front of me at this time, and is like, can you turn off your shitty pop music? And I was like, first of all, why are you being so rude? I mean, I didn't say that, but I was like, that's what I was thinking. I'm not a rude person, so I don't like to just come at somebody, you know, rude. Like, this was before, like, this was when I could still control my anger, okay? This was when I could still control the beast inside. But I looked at him and I was like, the beast inside. But I was like, I'm sorry, I will turn it down. And he was like, oh no, that's not enough, you need to turn it off. Which, by the way, he obviously was not the teacher, he was a fellow student, duh. But he was like, no, you need to turn it off. And I was like, first of all, no I don't. I actually did say this. I was like, first of all, no I don't. You're not the teacher. And second, you don't need to be so rude to me. I'm not doing anything that's harming you. I'm not doing anything that's honestly ruining your day. And he's like, I have to listen to your crappy music. That ruins my day alone. And I was like, well, I'm sorry. You know, do your own thing. Worry about yourself. And he did not like that. That's how we met, though. And we were in the same class. And he starts talking about, yes, hello. It's nice to meet you. Anyways, he starts talking about how his sister had just gotten out of prison and all of this type of stuff. And I was like, okay, whatever. But I wasn't honestly paying attention to it because me and my friend were talking about something else. I can't even remember what we were talking about. But we were talking about something that I thought was pretty important. I mean, she's not my friend anymore. But anyways, she's not even important to the story. I went to school with a few of my other friends, obviously. Because, I mean, I had a couple of friends. Not very many, but I had a couple. And so I went to go sit with them at school, and my best friend at the time, we will call her Clarice, she was not happy when I told her about the situation between me and Henry. about him, like, you know, getting all on me about playing my music. She was not happy about that. So she walks up to him, she finds him, she literally scours the halls looking for him, okay? She finds him, she cusses him out, and it's like, you need to not be so rude to people and let people do whatever they want, because it's a free country and you don't control her. You're not her dad. You're not a teacher. You're not of anybody that is of importance. So your opinion means jack nothing, you know? And he goes, oh, you need to, you know, watch what you say, because I'll have my sister who just got out of jail beat you up. And she was like, dude, do it. I don't care. I don't care. And he was like, you need to go away, da, da, da. She actually does walk away, because she's like, this is not worth my time. I do not need to get expelled over this. And so she walks away, and after this, I have that very class with him, because, of course, this is a different day. And, by the way, backstory, my friend had not been at school for a week, so I had not been able to tell her about the situation. So that's the reason why she did not know beforehand. This was like 2 or 3 days, maybe even 4 days later from when this happened. And so we get to class, and I'm with a friend. I think, one, that I'm going to stop putting gray all over my face, because I think this is about the closest I'm going to get to this shade. I'm going to look like the Tin Man, and we're going to deal with it. So I'm going to look back at my reference picture. So first, I'm going to try to carve out this, if I can. I doubt it. And yes, I get it wet with my saliva, so that way I don't have water, okay? And it's going on my face, so why do you care? But anyways, we get to class, me and my friend. And oh, I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't need that. Okay. So there's 3 eyebrows up here. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to start with this one first. So yeah, as I've repeated myself 3 times, we get back to class. And I'm talking to my friend about this, not knowing that he's about to, you know, walk in the door, like, practically right behind me. And I was telling her just quickly about it, and he sits in front of me again, and I immediately shut up. He puts in his headphones, so I start talking again, but only to her and very quietly. And he turns around and goes, you know, if you want to talk about it, I'll just hit you myself. And I looked at him like, first of all, really confused, because I was like, what? Why? What? Why? What did I do? And I was like, why? What's going on? And he was like, I'm serious. You want to keep running your mouth. He said, talking bad word, but I'm going to say running your mouth. You want to keep running your mouth, I'm going to hit you in it. And I stood up, and being the little go-getter I am, told him to do it. I was like, just do it. Make my day. Do it. Just do it. Just do it! That's basically where I was at. And he looked at me infuriated. The teacher looked at me, looked at him, told him to exit the room, and asked me if I was good. I said I am fine. Just don't want to talk to him. Don't want to see him. None of that. Okay. He's like, I can respect that. Okay. I'm going to put my reference photo right here so that way I can actually see it. Okay, so now we're going to do dark on this. Okay. So, and by the way, I'm not going to tell you guys what products I'm using, obviously, but it's because they're honestly really bad products. You don't care, trust me. You do not care. But, yeah. So, he tells him to leave the room, asks me if I'm okay. I say yes. And he was like, okay, well, he's going to go down to the principal's office and calm down, because we do not need an ordeal going on in my classroom. I love how I'm just talking like this is completely normal. It's not. I look like a really weird demonic clown with a backwards eyebrow on top of this eyebrow.
like, I look like the bad version of, I look like Left Eye's twin. Righty. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, so this one went out. So this one went in. Oh no, we already made our first mistake. Oh well, we'll just make it even. And yeah, he got sent to the principal's office. He only got like, what, a day of detention, if that. Of this one. Okay. Now, it is on both ends. I know I look like a weird crow. Or like I tried to look like a crow and failed at that too. But, I'm having like so much fun with this. If I had the actual cremated palette, girl, you know I'd destroy it. Not literally destroy it, but I'd mess it up by doing this shit. But I like to experiment with makeup. I like to just have fun with it, do whatever, you know. And even if it doesn't look that great, it was still really fun to experiment. And we are just about done with the look. And so, I think, I mean, I honestly need white. Oh. Beauty Guru trick. Guru, yes. Okay. Ooh. I'm trying to do a lip ombre. It's not working. I am doing it wrong. All wrong. But it's okay. Because we're going to wipe it off after we're done. But I am going to finish it off with trying to make this white a little bit more stand outy. Because it's weak as shit. But yes, I'm gonna take off these ears. Oh my god. I sat here just telling stories being like, oh, I look, it's fine, it's normal. You know, just acting normal. It's not. I feel like a clown. And this is my reference picture. Part of a YouTube video. That's my reference. So, I will insert the other reference picture right here. And you can tell me in the comments how close you think I got. I tried to get every detail there, but it's just done horribly. So, yeah, I hope that you guys have a good rest of your night. I have lipstick on my teeth, and I look like an insane person. So, this is me recreating the Jeffree Star cremated look. I told you guys some stories. We had a grand old time. So, if you guys like this at all, please click subscribe and please click that notification bell. I know I look like an idiot right now, but I don't always look like this. Sometimes I look somewhat ow! Sometimes I look decent. That's where I was going until I kicked the table. But sometimes I look decent. Right now is not one of those times, but I hope that you guys had fun watching this. I had so much fun making this, and I'm gonna have a heck of a time editing this too. Yeah, so that's it. Check the description down below if you guys want to follow me on all my socials, my Twitter, my Instagram. Tweet me. You guys, the links are down there. So, yeah. Go give Jeffree Star a subscribe because, I mean, who's probably not already. But anyways, you are loved, you are wanted, you are beautiful, you are unique, and you are amazing, you are wonderful. And I love you guys. I will be back with another video tomorrow. Subscribe. I cannot get over how I look right now. That's what I am focusing on, by the way, is I just cannot get over what I look like right now. I look insane. Comment down below if there's any other makeup type things you guys want me to recreate, because I will do my very best with what I've got. We work with what we've got on this channel. Yeah. Peace.